By the time I left school, I could already build a sash window and a staircase and pitch a roof at 16 years old.
I'm Robin Johnson, this is Yours for the Making, and today I'm joined by Richard Muddiman. Richard is the foreman at Johnson Bespoke, and what he doesn't know about joinery, I don't think is worth knowing.
I didn't care if I stayed there all day and all night. I just wanted to learn, and I was determined to be the best of all of them, which I did. At 21, that was rewarded with workshop manager. The joinery that would take on jobs nobody else would, or they couldn't do. We do a lot of circular work, all sorts of things like that. Anything that's really difficult we do, but we do it really well.
This show tells the story of the makers, the people that create things, whether it's in wood or metal, whether they're artists or musicians or chefs. It doesn't matter. I'm going to tell their story.
It was all down to my late father. He was an absolutely amazing site chippy. Absolutely amazing. I'm still in awe of him to this day. You know, he's my hero.
I'm Robin Johnson, this is Yours for the Making, and today I'm joined by Richard Muddiman. Richard is the foreman at Johnson Bespoke, and what he doesn't know about joinery, I don't think is worth knowing.
Oh, thank you, Robin.
Thanks
Very
for coming,
kind.
Rich.
No, it's a pleasure.
Long commute from the workshop.
Again?
Take a bit of time out of the day. I wanted to get you on, Rich, because, I mean, you've been a fundamental linchpin in my business since you joined.
Oh, thank you very much, Robin.
Turned it round for me, really. We were kind of borderline failing, and you've, you know, with your input, we've turned it round into, it's quite a beast now, isn't it?
It's a thriving business. Basically, it's up and coming.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good.
Compared to what it was when
it's hard work, don't get me wrong. Of course it is. You know, every day's a challenge, isn't it, with a room full of men?
Yes.
You know.
I mean, that's one of our hardest challenges, isn't it? Kind of, it's not so much the work, it's probably
getting the team to work
people
together. You know, as a team, that's the hardest part. You know, they've all got their limitations, what they can do and can't do. So it's my job to judge who can do what and where. So it's quite good.
And G them up and
also
show them how to do the things that they might not know how to do.
Yeah, that's it.
You joined my business with a vast knowledge and experience in joinery. How did you get started?
It was all down to my late father. He was an absolutely amazing site chippy. Absolutely amazing. I'm still in awe of him to this day. You know, he's my hero. I started in the trade when I was about 11 years old, going with me dad.
It was either that or chimney sweep.
Just holding his little carpenter's tool bag, and what have you. And then gradually he got me doing stuff with him, picking up the tools and doing bits. I mean, by the time I left school, I could already build a sash window and a staircase and pitch a roof at 16 years old. So when I went to college, it was like, my first year I passed my City and Guilds, boom, just like that. And the Advanced City and Guilds with all credits and what have you, and distinctions. So, yeah. But he was my main man, I think. It wasn't my choice of trade, to be fair.
No?
No, I actually wanted to be an architect. So, yeah, that didn't materialise. I left school and got an apprenticeship, which my father got for me. And a couple of months later, I was offered an apprenticeship in the architectural office. But I'd already signed my indentures, which then was like a wax seal on your paper, a proper old school apprenticeship. So they wouldn't release me from that. So I carried on in the trade, and here we are, 45 years later.
Do you think you would have enjoyed being an architect more, though?
I wouldn't change it for the world, to be fair with you. No, this is far more creative, far more rewarding. Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, my role itself is so varied, it's unreal. You know, I can be doing anything one day and something the next. It's like, I'm in the office estimating, I'm all over the place. I mean, a bit like a spider, I'm just everywhere, all over them.
Yeah, I wish you had 8 arms sometimes, I should tell you.
A bit like Krishna, yeah, so do I.
Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it? 8 of you. And I actually often say to people, if I had 4 or 5 of you, 4 or 5 you, 4 or 5 me, a couple of Beano, we'd take over the world, I reckon.
Take over the world, yeah. Well, heading in the right direction, though.
Yeah.
The company's growing very fast. Yeah, it's getting massively...
Sustainably fast, though.
Yeah, it's got a really good reputation for high-end joinery with a high-end finish, so which I'm really proud of. Yeah. It's really good. And it's due to yourself, for your investment, your trust in me, really, I think, is probably the best way of putting it.
Well...
You believed in me, and basically I believed in you, so we worked really well together.
Yeah.
And we bounce off each other. And what I don't know, you know in the office side, and vice versa. So it works really well.
Yeah, it does.
Really good. As I'm getting a bit older, obviously I'm more office now, thankfully.
But you love being on the
But I
tools,
still
though,
get,
Rich.
yeah, I do.
I mean, I remember even a couple of weeks ago, I said to you, "Oh, for God's sake, just let one of the other boys do it." But
Yeah.
I mean, you run rings around most of them in the workshop on the machines, especially anyway. But it's hard to sort of. I know it was hard for me when I had to be in the office to kind of come off the tools to go in the office, because then would be looking downstairs and going, "Oh." Before you joined, I was like, "Oh God, this is not
It's
getting
frustrating.
done as quick."
You know, I look out my office window and I see them dithering about. I said, no, I'll take so much, and then it's down there I go, and get amongst them.
But they're good blokes. By and large, they're good blokes, and they do a good job.
I wouldn't change any of them. They've all got their own little characters. They're really great.
Yeah.
That's what makes the team.
Yeah, and it is a nice team. It's changed. They've changed. We've had a not a high turnover, but we've turned over a fair number since you started. But I think it's sorting that wheat from the chaff, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. We've got to have the right calibre. We're dealing with thousands of pounds worth of material. You know, we can't afford to mess that up. So, yeah, they're very good. Very good on that run.
Nice bunch.
Yeah.
And it's a nice working environment as well.
It's friendly. I mean, it has to be friendly for us all to get on.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have any miserable people there or bad apples. They're sort of weeded out very quickly. We find out who they are. So, yeah.
And so back to when you first started then, Rich, you did your apprenticeship. Where was that?
That was at Coombs in Canterbury. That was the traditional apprenticeship, 4-year apprenticeship, fully indentured.
So you're there.
It even said in my apprenticeship papers I should live with the owner of the business at the time. That's how old school it was. Yeah, no, not for me.
And then what happened there? You stayed on at Coombs, didn't you?
I stayed at Coombs. Well, by the age of 21, I became joinery manager. I was running the whole workshop, and I kept that role for 28 years.
Wow.
And then I got a little bit bored, so I thought I'd venture out and sort of started my own business, and that went okay. And then I stopped doing that. I've done a bit of contract managing for a couple of years. That was really good. But here I am again, full circle again, back on in the joinery.
But also, I guess the skills that you learned contracts managing, they're really useful for me, because your pricing,
yes, puts me in good.
It's
It's good stead for what we're doing now. I mean, pricing. I love pricing. It's like a real adrenaline buzz. You get £1 million project, and you're sort of shaking almost at the end of it. Are we going to get this? Are we going to get it? And when we get it, and then bringing the whole job from the ground up to making money, you couldn't get a better buzz. That's where my buzz is now. Not so much making it. It's pricing and getting the work in and organising it all. Yeah, it's great.
Sharpening your pencil.
Oh, you've got to have a sharp pencil.
Yeah.
But it's not only that, when you're pricing, you know yourself, you've got to be able to build the job in your head.
Yeah.
Before you can put a price to it, you've got to know exactly how you're going to make it.
But that's
what you're going to need, jigs, templates, whatever.
But both of us have the same problem when we're pricing. We can work out materials, we work out jigs, formers, everything else. The problem we have is labour. Because we look at it and go, oh, yes, 4-day job.
Yeah. That is, it's a bit of a juggling act.
And I think what I've come to realise is that because people haven't, they're not invested in the business as such. For a lot of people, they love working here. A lot of people, and it does become a bit all encompassing for a lot of them. But more and more, we're in that sort of thing where a lot of them just want it. They just want a job. They come and do their work.
Exactly.
Go home at 5:30, and that's it, really.
Yeah.
And that's all it needs to be, because it is only a job. But I know we get carried away, get stuck in. A couple of others, they'll work a lot of overtime and make sure things are done. But then, we can't expect people to come in with the same drive and passion.
That's it. Same mentality we've got. I mean, I've got more drive than anything, I think, than most people. Even at the age of 65, I'm still all over them.
But then we can't, and that, I think that's the thing that we both struggle with.
It's just very frustrating.
Labour.
I know how long it's going to take me to make a staircase or a box frame window or whatever. To see them sometimes, it's like...
He is trying though, Tom, bless him.
They are trying. Yes,
he is doing a good job. And
that's the thing, you see. That's where you've got to draw the line. They're doing a fantastic job. So you just got to weigh these up when you're estimating and try and juggle it a little bit.
And sometimes it's not about making loads of money on a job and that. Sometimes it's about just getting the job made the absolute best way.
Yeah.
And if that means, we start again with something, and we start again.
Absolutely, go in the bin. If it's not right, it goes out. It gets done again.
Yeah.
And again. until it's dead right.
Yeah.
And then on the third attempt, I'll do it myself.
I mean, I'm looking at this table and thinking, oh yeah, we did a slightly larger table than this did get stained about 10 times or even more, because the stain.
But it was a big table. You know, you're talking 3.2 metres long by 1.6 metres wide. That's a massive area to stain.
Yeah.
And get it right.
And there'd be one little bit, just at the last bit, and you think, oh no, you're gonna have to sand it back and do the whole thing again.
We did. We had about 8 attempts on that.
I think it was, one of them was more. I think there's two, wasn't there, with dark stains on one was definitely more.
But it's got to be right, you know. And I want something that I would have in my own house.
Yeah.
So if it's not good enough, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very critical over stuff.
We need to be, because, you know, essentially we're selling stuff that it's fully bespoke. People are paying a lot of money for it, and with that comes with a great responsibility that it has to be not just fantastic to look at. It's got to do its job really well.
Well, we want them to return. We want the return business,
and we always get it.
And it's got to be like that. It's harsh on them, but you know that's the way it is.
But they're good. You know, it's character building stuff for them as well.
Yeah, that's it. I think they get a good reward out of it. Everything they do every week, they never know from one week to the next what they're going to be building,
which is great.
And everything's different.
Yeah,
every week.
We're not one of those joineries where you come in and you're the guy that's doing box windows, box sashes, or you're the guy that's doing cutting mortises for the garages or whatever. You know, every single person.
Well, I like to think we at the joinery would take on jobs nobody else would.
Yeah.
Or they couldn't do. We do a lot of circular work, all sorts of things like that. Anything that's really difficult, we do, but we do it really well.
Yeah.
That's the thing, really well. So that puts us in I think in a little niche of our own. Especially with the high-end stuff, some of the places we're currently working at.
Yeah, it's quite exciting.
It is very exciting, yeah. We're sort of multinational, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think now, so.
Yeah, and that's down to...
all over the world, you know.
Your input the last, what is
4 years?
4 years, 5 years coming up, 4.5 years, something like that?
It is 4.5 years, yeah. 4.5 years now.
So when you're at Coombs, how different was it to... you know, sort of joineries these days?
Well, today it's very mechanised. Years ago, we just had the old woodworking machines and things like that. It's all very basic. A lot of stuff was done by hand, routers and what have you. But today we've got the 5-axis CNC. We're lucky to have. We've got an edge bander and we've got a calibration sander. You know, you name it. We've got it now.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, whatever we need with your investment, we get. So it's a bit of a brings a roundabout situation. We make the money so we can invest it. You know, that's my job, to make sure we make money.
Yeah.
And every job we price, we try and make money.
Yeah.
And price in, if we need to, the tool for the job.
Exactly.
You know, and it's ongoing, obviously, all the time. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here we are in the
Here
new
we are
workshop,
in unit number 4.
Yeah.
May I say.
Which is going to have, we're going to take veneering in-house.
Yes, that's
so
our next.
We'll have a veneer press and a guillotine and a stitcher, and
which should be in the next 2 weeks, I believe. So we'll be up and running for that. So we are fully in-house now.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this podcast airs, we got the joinery, we got CNC room, edge bander, Y-belt sander, veneer press shop, and a spray shop.
Yep.
So it's pretty much everything in-house. Yeah, near enough. We've got a tiny little bit of metal work as well, but trying to
scale that right down,
right back.
Try and rob that space off you as well.
Yeah, because I've got to put my motorbike somewhere. Otherwise, I've got to admit that I've got them.
No, don't. Yeah, I just hide them in the garage, me.
When you did your apprenticeship, what were the major differences that you see from? I mean, we take apprentices. We take a couple of apprentices every year now. I remember when I was doing my apprenticeship kitchen fitting, I was getting paid next to nothing. I was getting told off quite a lot, to borderline kind of bullied. And I had to start with literally just sweeping up, then tidying up the toolboxes, then assembling some of the carcasses before I was allowed to do anything, really. Yeah,
it was basically the same as me. I was chucked in the deep end all the time. I was with a group of older joiners at the time, and their belief was you're not using the machine, boy, until you can do it by hand. And they did. They used to make me plane up a door by hand, mortise and tenon it by hand, do everything, put the mouldings on with moulding planes, everything. But their motto was, what you're going to do is there's a power cut. Stand there and look at it, lad. No, you're going to get on and do it, and so that's how it was for me. It's the same as stairs. They give me a staircase to do, and I said, well, I've never done that before. Well, there's your chance to learn then, isn't it? And that's how I learned staircases. I just taught myself. Simple as that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very hard, but really good. A
Yeah.
great bunch of guys who really knew what they was doing. And then sort of 3 years down the line, I was offered the job as joinery manager. So I was over the top of them, where I'd progressed so quickly and so fast, I became better than them. And they loved it. They was really happy for me. There was no animosity, no nothing. It was all good. They loved it. Yeah, and I say I held that position for 28 years. Yeah.
And did you see in that 28 years a huge change in the kind of trend of joinery?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was the last in the line of what I would call a proper apprentice, where I was one day at college and one evening at college.
Oh, okay.
Whereas today they just do like almost a block release, don't they?
Well, it depends. Some of ours do a day, and then some of them do. Young lad we had, he did 4 days at college and 1 day with us.
Yeah, I don't think the apprenticeship these days is very good. It's not that good. I don't think there's enough emphasis on hand skill. It's all about machines and what have you, and that's not good, because I think it's a dying art, joinery.
Yeah,
it is a real dying art,
and
it's trying to encourage the kids in to do it.
Yeah,
because the money is so poor to start with, they don't really want to do it.
Yeah,
they want to be sort of YouTubing or whatever you call it, doing this, that, and the other.
But it's that instant gratification, isn't it? It's where you put a video up and people like it.
They like it, yeah.
Joinery's slow.
It's a slow burn.
But I mean, really slow.
You're going to know within really a few months if you're going to like it.
Yeah,
I think.
But I'd say it's at least 5 years from when you start an apprenticeship before you can start to call yourself a joiner, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I say I was just lucky. I went with my dad from 11 years old.
Yeah.
By the time I actually got to college, I was like a fully trained carpenter joiner. Already, I could do everything. And the lecturers couldn't really tell me anything, which was good. It was really good. But I won every award there was at college. Every year I won an award. Best Apprentice of the Year, Advanced Apprentice of the Year, the Amalgamated Society of Woodworkers Shield, Johnny Wiltshire Award. I went through the lot. Yeah.
And then
But I just loved it. That's the trouble. I really, really couldn't get enough.
Yeah.
I didn't care if I stayed there all day and all night. I just wanted to learn, and I was determined to be the best of all of them, which I did. By 21, that was rewarded with workshop manager.
And then that come full circle, because I know I know some of your apprentices. We've got a couple of your apprentices working here, but
yes.
But I know that a couple of your apprentices won Apprentice of the Year as well under your tutelage.
They did, and they got awarded a solid silver tri-square in the City of London up there. The Mayor of London awarded it to them.
Wow.
At the time, which was nice. So we all went up suited and booted, and it was a big civic dinner, it was really good. Really good. So that was quite proud. And I was only 35 then.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still really young.
And you trained quite a few apprentices that have come through?
Over the years, probably 50 or more. Out of that 50, 10 I would say are outstanding.
Really?
Absolutely outstanding. Yeah. Well, we got one of them working with us, little Tom. He's a great little lad.
Little Tom, who told me that when he first started working with you, you made him sand.
I did.
For an entire year.
For an entire year, yeah. I did, yes. But it's paid off, hasn't it?
And you used to chase him around the yard with a stick.
That's it.
When he didn't do...
Probably shouldn't mention that, really, but yeah, I was quite a tyrant in my time. I was quite hard on the apprentices.
But you kind of need to be.
My patience level was quite low. I couldn't understand why people couldn't do it as good as me. It used to frustrate me. So, yeah, I was a bit lip, and I'd chase them around the yard with a stick.
Could you imagine if we did that now?
Oh, no, I know. You couldn't do anything like that now.
No.
But then it was accepted.
Yeah.
You could do all sorts of pranks on people and get away with it.
Yeah.
But nothing now. You've got to be very, very careful what you do and what you don't do.
Yeah.
It's all by the rules now, which is the way we operate now. So.
Yeah. And we take... how many have we got now? We take two or three apprentices a year.
Yeah.
Well, we take 1 or 2 a year, but generally speaking, between the level 1, level 2, and maybe level 3, we might have 3 or even 4 apprentices at any one time.
Yeah, any one time. That's hard work in itself.
Yeah.
It's getting them all motivated and not talking is the hardest part. But the ones we do have, after 6 months, they get into it and they're quite happy. They're good. They work out okay.
And young kit, he joined us as an apprentice pretty much when you first started.
Yeah, I always remember
brought him
Kit. He was sweeping up when I first came round.
Yeah.
Sweeping up with a broom. He was a little baby-faced lad. But he's come on well now. I mean, I think going to Australia did him well.
Well, he did. What did he do with us? 2.5 years.
2.5 years,
maybe nearly 3 years, and then he went off to work for someone in London.
Yeah.
The day after he got his distinction, didn't he?
That's right.
Oh, I've passed my distinction. By the way,
I'm
going off to London.
Yeah.
So I was a bit upset by that. But then what did he do? A year there, and then went off to Australia for a bit,
year,
and then came back.
And he's come back.
And then he came back and then went to Australia for a bit, and then come back again. So
he's come back a better person though, because he's so matured now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great. And
Great lad. Really,
he's my
really
little
lad.
go-to machining lad now, because I've taught him everything I know about machining, apart from a little bit of advanced stuff on the ring fence. But he's really good now.
And
I have every confidence in him
it's
now.
been great to watch him grow as a person as well.
That's right.
We were saying the other day how much more mature he is in everything. You know, you
Just
can give him a
attitude.
job and he just gets on with it. But also he's, the way he is interacting with people.
He's a valued member of the team. I really like Kit.
So for me, I think apprenticeships are really good. I think there's definitely a place for them. But I think for me, on a kind of broader scale, other than just our business, I think apprenticeships are definitely needed. But that thing that you said, how do you make it sexy? How do you make spending probably 5 years of your life, dedicating 5 years of your life without earning really a lot of money, unless you're really, really good, really keen, you're going to do 3 years where you're earning minimum wage. First year, you won't even earn that.
Yeah.
And then you got to do 2 years at least hard graft to put it in before you're any good, really, before you can call yourself a proper joiner.
Yeah.
Really, even sometimes then.
It is hard to attract them in, because they just want to make a fast buck, like most of the kids, don't they?
Yeah.
They don't want to put in the effort. I would say it's 1 in 50 will make a joiner, I think, if you're lucky.
But the problem is, like we know, our college here, how many kids were in Kit's class? He had 2, didn't he? Something?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Luke had 4, maybe.
Yeah.
And that's only because they closed a college in Kent and a college in Eastbourne. So the people from all round had to come to Hastings. And then that made up 4 people.
See, when I was at college, the lecturers then were tradesmen. They're not just office people who tick boxes and go through a syllabus. They were proper tradesmen, and they treated us exactly the same as being in a normal workshop, and the same as the evening school. If you weren't there, you was in trouble. Real trouble, straight to the employer. So I think that's changed a little bit.
Yeah.
For the worst, in my opinion. I really do.
Well, because I guess we have to be careful what we say. There's a really good tutor at college who comes in and he's really diligent with everybody and he knows what he's doing and he puts them in the right placements and stuff. And without him, I think we'd probably given up hope on the college by now. But we know of other tutors there and other colleges that I find it difficult to understand how you can teach the skills without having the skills yourself.
See, I think when I was younger also, it was the done thing. Everybody who left school had an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
And 90% would be in the building industry.
Yeah.
Some went to mechanics and this, that and the other, but predominantly it was the building trade. Whereas now, kids at school, they want to do something computer generated or whatever. They're not really interested because it is hard work.
Yeah.
It's graft. It is. It is graft. You've got to prove yourself all the time, Yeah, it's difficult. I don't know where it's going to end, to be fair.
Well, there's always going to be a place for joinery, especially high-end joinery, until computers can
the
do
more it
everything.
dies out, the better this company gets.
Yeah.
Because we pick up more stuff.
Yeah, because all our competitors are all retiring.
Well, that's it, yeah.
But then where does it go as a whole? Where does it go? It's not going to be... I don't think there'll be a point where we can train a robot to make a slide and sash window.
No, of course not.
We've got CNC to cut out the complicated stuff, but then we're using that. We're not using the CNC to cut out door components or stair components. We're using CNC to cut out really complicated curve.
That's right. It's all
sweeping design stuff.
Yeah.
Which you can just about draw on a computer, which to do by hand to that level of accuracy would be nigh on impossible.
It's quite difficult.
But we can do it on that. And that's why I got that, And it can cut panels for us nice and quick as well. But that we do that more to save time and to be sort of accurate on it. But I don't think there'll be a point where a computer or plugged into a robot
It
would
won't
be able
replace the
to
tradesman.
make a
No, not
proper
ever.
piece of joinery.
That's why it's important that we keep it going.
Yeah.
I mean, while I'm here, we'll be teaching traditional joinery all the time.
Yeah.
How to do it properly, absolutely properly, no matter what it is. It gets done 100%, or it doesn't get done at all. And that's the way we teach in the workshop, as you know. So the lads do benefit from it.
I mean, they definitely do.
You know,
see the level of skill in a lot of
It's
them.
a great place to come if you can get in here. A great place. I think they're lucky, real lucky.
Maybe some of them need to think how lucky they are, Rich.
No, I think they do. Yeah.
Well, the problem is for us is that it's because it's a dying trade. The lack of people with that skill. I think if anyone wanted to leave, they could go and get a job in another joinery, because every single joinery that I know of around here is always calling out for staff because there's a lack of skilled joiners.
That's right. It is. You're absolutely right.
So we're at the mercy of people deciding they do or don't want to work for us, rather than, and that's why I try and make it such a nice place to work, to try and attract the best staff and keep the best staff, because they all know that if they wanted to leave, they could walk into a job with someone else.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, true.
And that's because there's more joineries than there are joiners to fill them. True
enough.
Although, as we know, they're sort of closing down one by one, slowly but surely. We both know a lot of joineries that are shut in recent years.
Oh yeah, I mean, in Canterbury when I was a lad, there was probably 8 or 9 large joinery shops.
Yeah, I mean, how many blokes did you have at Coombs?
There was 20 there at one time. Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I mean, at the time, J.E. Wiltshire was the biggest one. They had like 3 sites.
Really?
Pretty massive sites. They're really big. I don't know how many people they're there, probably 50, 60. Easy. They were the biggest one, but they went down a few years back. So, yeah, eventually it all died out. I think there's only one in Canterbury now, Dens, and a couple of little ones outside.
Yeah.
There's not that many now.
No.
Not good ones anyway.
Well, I mean, houses are being built with double glazed windows, and
it's all UPVC, isn't it?
And there's a couple of companies that do out the box stairs out of MDF.
Yeah. Well, this is where we come in. So especially conservation is another area that we're into. Doing conservation work is fantastic.
Well, you've specialised in that. You've worked on some of the most prestigious conservation projects.
Pretty much been in every historic building in the country, I think.
Yeah.
One stage or another. So, yes, I have. Yeah, Canterbury Cathedral, all over.
What's been your favourite conservation project?
That's a difficult one. There's been so many. You know what? It's hard to pick one out of the hat, to be fair. There's been so many good ones. Chillingstone Castle was nice, with a load of Gothic windows and things we did there. They were really lovely, with the crossover lattice bars in Gothic style. They were lovely, gorgeous. That was nice. But the list would go on and on. There's Lambeth Palace, Buckingham Palace. At Greenwich, I did all the stable block for the King's Troop.
Really?
Yeah, there's like 120 tons of glulam beams. It was all pre-cut in our workshop and assembled on site. Not one cut was wrong, to the mill. So the whole lot went together as a big jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, that was good. That was Tom. He was involved with that, our apprentice. He was there to tell you about that one.
And this is the one where you got through about 20
chain mortises. Yeah, we was burning them out every week. It was doing about one a week, one and a half a week. Yeah, God. Like 4,500 a time.
Yeah, that's
it was crazy.
Get that warranty.
They wouldn't warranty them after a while.
Oh,
we got through so many. You're burning them out.
Got to make a more powerful one then.
Yeah. Well, I think the trouble is it needed to be super neat. And it was the only one with like a 12mm blade on it to get the depth. It was just burning the motors out. We was going through 14-inch beams, putting flitch plates in and whatever, all the bolts in and stuff. But some of the cuts were unreal. Nearly 24 inches long.
Really?
On the angle where they came down on the hips.
Blimey.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It's like a whole day on one joint.
Yeah, I mean, these stuff come from Sweden, all these glulam beams, and there was some of them were like 16, 17 metres long. It was just some crazy.
How did you get them up there?
It all went kit full.
Really?
On the back of a low loader, yeah.
Wow.
All kit full. So there's 120 tons of it, this glulam beams, and there's something like 60 trusses, almost like king post trusses.
Wow.
With the hips, and every single one fitted perfectly.
Nice.
Not one bit came back. So that was good.
And you're proper old school when it comes to how you set out. You know, you'll do a rod, you do your templates.
I do a rod template.
You do a proper joinery drawing with a pencil.
Yeah, with a pencil that's sharp.
On a parallel square. Yeah, sharp.
With
pencil,
sharp.
yeah.
One of my pet hates with them. I go around and they've got a blunt pencil. No, it has to be super fine hairline.
But there's a reason why it's done that way. Because if you draw one-to-one detailed joinery profile, whatever, you can offer up. You can make your spindle cutter and offer it up actually see if it's right. Yeah. You can trim your bit of timber and actually see if that profile's right off the cutter. Right. There's a reason for all this. People think that it's all just tradition, but it's deep rooted in the necessity for it. It
is for me. I mean, I like to, especially my bars and stuff like that and counters, I will set them out on a level platform.
Yep.
I don't trust CAD drawings. So I will set them out absolutely perfectly. And I know if that's right, it'll come out the ground right, and it'll fit. No arguing.
And you'll lay it out one-to-one. You'll draw with your pencil
one-to-one
on the platform.
Absolutely, the mirror on the floor. Exactly. Every divider, every bit of wood, everything will be there. And you just build straight up from it. And there it is. Done. If it's wrong, it's then me that's done it wrong.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah. What's behind us, all these things, yeah.
Ready to ship out, modular as well.
Modular.
This is going abroad, so it's modular. It's been made in bits that come apart in a very specific way. Then when it goes back together again, you'd never know.
You'd never know it come apart.
That it come apart.
That's right.
And what's this? This bar's about 6 or 7 meters long.
It is. It's
like
millimetre perfect.
Yeah.
To the mill. Which it needs to be because you've got stone going in the top. Marble.
Which is impressive considering that none of it's been cut on a CNC machine.
Nope.
It's all been rodded out by hand.
Yeah, and all by hand. All of it. Yep.
It's pretty good. You know? A lot of people say, it's not as good doing it by hand as on the machine. And don't get me wrong, CNC's definitely got space.
CNC's fantastic.
It's a good
for the complex curves and whatever. But the day-to-day panels, to be fair, I can cut them squarer.
Yeah. And for rodding out and setting out and stuff, we couldn't just give the guys a kit of parts and go, there you go. There's a drawing, there's a kit of parts. It wouldn't go together quite as well as this.
Well, that's the other good thing about our lads, the way we work. We'll give them a drawing. I'll dish out a drawing to them, and they'll take the job on from the ground up.
Yeah.
They won't come to their bench. It's just a pile of parts that they've got to assemble. They've got the job. They own the job.
Yeah.
And then I'll normally put someone with them, so there's like a pair of them.
Yeah.
And they'll sort out between them who does what.
So that's something me and you are on the same page about. We believe that everyone should have their own job to do.
Absolutely.
Rather than having a machinist, an assembler, a finisher, everyone owns that job.
Yep.
Because there's nowhere to hide.
I think it's more productive.
It is,
myself.
Definitely.
It's definitely more productive.
And if you have taken ownership of that project, you can have all the pride in it when it's done, and you get all that satisfaction of seeing the thing that you've made from start to finish.
Yep.
But from a business perspective, it's quite good because everyone's accountable for their own thing. Then
that's right.
We can put different people on different projects, like you said, depending on their skills and their abilities and what their particular strengths are. And then they can see it all the way through, but also we can mix it up and put different people with, some of the improvers or apprentices with some of the older guys, and just have a bit of that transfer of skill as well.
That's right.
Which is really important because, we've got a couple of older chaps in there as well.
Yes, I'm the oldest.
But I've always thought it's really important to have that because, you can't buy experience.
No, that's right.
And the only way you're going to get experience is passing it down.
It's doing it.
And doing it.
That's right.
But if someone's already spent 30, 40, 50 years doing it and they can be showing the next generation the tricks of the trade, happy days.
Oh, don't get me wrong, as you know, I don't leave them to it. I'm all over them all the time, watching them. So, yeah.
But they don't always need it. They're good.
No, they don't always need it.
But I think they value your guidance.
Yes, I feel they do, Robin. Yeah. I think they show me the utmost respect, in all honesty.
Yeah.
They really do. Yeah, they're really good.
I agree. They everyone in that workshop looks up to you, like a father figure to them.
They do, yeah. I think so. Yeah, a bit crazy sometimes, but they get used to that.
Yeah, well, as soon as you get a group of people, I think you end up being a manager of people more than a manager of work.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, to be in my position, you've got to have good people skills. Anyway, you've got to be able to handle them, how to talk them down or talk them up. So. Yeah, and I've got plenty of that. I can talk,
Well,
believe it or not.
you also had a pub for a while, didn't you?
Oh, don't go there. I did, yes.
And I think you probably learnt a few people skills running a pub.
Yeah, some that I certainly wouldn't repeat here. It certainly was, yeah. That was interesting, yeah. I had a pub in Sandwich called the Market Inn.
And do you think having that pub set you up well to be because when you were a contracts manager, it was doing pub fit outs mainly, wasn't it?
We was doing all the like Heineken's, Witherspoons and such like, Marstons. And that's all the company was. It was like 5 contracts managers and the MD, and then we had a massive workshop that produced all the bars, fixed seating and all stuff like that. But we did everything, all the A&E, and not A&E, electrical stuff, and mechanicals.
M&E.
The M&Es, that's it. I've lost for words there, Robin. We did absolutely everything, priced everything and did the whole job. We'd go into a Witherspoons, do a soft start, which would be just taking out furniture and fixings. And then you'd have 2 weeks. So you'd have to have everything pre-made and ready to go. So in that 2 weeks, you'd fit out the whole pub. Everything out, everything in. Toilets, everything. Vanity units, toilet systems, partitions, everything. All the fixed seating would all be back, and they'd be back open in 2 weeks.
Wow.
Or a massive penalty. Yeah, it was good. I loved it. It was real high octane.
Yeah, I bet.
Real high octane. When I had 2 screens, one for live jobs, one for estimating. And I was estimating at the same time as I was running the live ones. So the 2 were juggling all the time.
Like a chameleon with your eyes closed.
It's literally a conveyor belt of jobs coming through, which I had my own clients, obviously. But yeah, we did really well. I loved it. Really thrived. Really good. Because I went there with my experience. And I knew it was an office-based job, but I had no computer skill whatsoever. And within a month, I was better than all of them.
Well, Rich,
made it my business to learn, and now I'm just picking it back up again because I'm gone back in the office.
Well, it says a lot about you and your character that you've got to make sure you're the best at everything.
I just have to be the best. Yeah, I won't be beaten. That's the problem. I will not be beaten. Ever. I'm maybe 65. Bring it on. Bring it on. I will learn it.
And then it could be Coombs, could be anywhere really, but what, apart from probably some of the harder jobs we've had, what's probably been the hardest job that you've had to work on?
Probably, obviously spiral staircases can be a bit challenging. A circle-on-circle window, that was quite challenging. A sliding sash window was circular upwards and circular inwards. That was a bit of a challenge.
Concave,
yeah,
like opposite of a dome window.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That was quite technical to do. But it sounds big-headed, doesn't it? But I've never found anything that much of a challenge because it's part of your learning. What you do, you apply what you've learned previously to the job you're doing now, and it's a knock-on effect. You just go back in that vast memory bank. Oh, well, I did that like that. That will probably work with this.
Yeah.
And just applying it. That's what skill is, and that's what experience is.
Yeah.
Just applying the skill.
Yeah. If you could be given a dream project to do, if someone said, Rich, I want you to make whatever you want to make, or if you can have one job this year, what would that job be? Is there anything you'd really love to make, or a project that you'd really like to be involved with?
I'm the projects we're involved in at the minute are great, aren't they? The ones we've just done, I mean,
yeah,
almost makes you speechless when you see the pictures.
Yeah.
You know, they're just so fantastic.
Yeah.
There's nothing springs to mind on that sort of thing because I've done so much. When I've done domes, circular, just so much circular work. Nothing really surprises me anymore. I can't think of nothing that would stand out. Oh, let's do this. Nothing.
Well, you can't think of a building. Like if Canterbury Cathedral needed doing again, would you go, oh yeah, that'd be a great one?
I've done some beautiful work there. Really beautiful, especially up in the roof. We've been all over the roof. Done a load of the windows inside.
Well, not
yeah, I mean, ecclesiastical work, that is satisfying, I've got to say. Yeah, I mean, I made a most gorgeous pulpit years ago. I mean, it's just fabulous. It really was. I mean, that's interesting. Something like that, perhaps. Yeah, I like conservation. So anything oldie-woldy. Yeah, that's what I like.
And a lot of those, for listeners that haven't driven through Canterbury, when you drive through Canterbury, although I tell you what, driving through Canterbury is not, it's not an experience that I'd want to wish on nearly anyone.
No.
a lot of one ways that seem to change direction every time you go down.
It has already, yeah. It has in the last couple of weeks.
That's it again. But when you drive through those old streets, Canterbury, it's like a Canterbury Tales kind of area.
Of course.
But all those buildings are the same sort of buildings, some of them from the Middle Ages or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
And you look at some of the doors and windows and they're like parallelograms or wedges of cheese. But you've had to replace doors and windows in all of them.
That's the way the Canterbury City Council likes it. Well, whatever it is, you've got to make it like it, and it's got to fit exactly the same bit, total replica. It was great. Actually, it was, I can't remember the name of the building in Canterbury, but it has got a crookedy door by the King's School College. It's a really famous building, but I can't remember the name of it. Where it's sunk over the years, it's gone over about 5-6 inches, this door. So it's a proper parallelogram. But I made the staircase that was inside of it, which is a full winder one that went up 3 flights. Oof. And every single winder was completely different, where it was so out of shape and misshapen. All the way up, it was totally, everything was bespoke, all the way up. So you couldn't just set it out as a traditional winder. Everything was different. Unreal.
How were you doing that on site then? Were you trying to make them up?
I took so many measurements, you would not believe. I made it all in the workshop.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And it all fitted perfectly.
Really?
Yep. When I made one once, it was went through like a little hobbit door. It literally couldn't have been no more than 4 foot tall, this door. You went into there and it opened up into a massive winder staircase as you went up.
Really?
Yeah, literally.
How did you get through?
Did it from the top.
Oh, okay.
Went through the roof. Put it in through the roof.
Really?
Yeah. Put it together up in the loft and then dropped it in.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been in some situations.
But it's a fun, it's a challenge.
It's the challenge.
When you see that,
yeah, of course.
when you see something like that, and it's, you know, we've got to get this thing. Either we've got to make this thing in this certain way, or we've got to get this thing that we made into that space that we made it for.
Yeah.
I find it quite exciting because it's just like problem solving, one problem after another, making a plan, sticking to the plan. If it doesn't work, we change plan.
Well, that's it. You've also got to think how it goes in. That's right. That's what you say. How's it going to get in the building? How many pieces are we going to make it in? How's that going to affect us? How's it going to affect the cost? So,
well, we've just had that on a previous project that's just finished.
Yes, 28th floor.
There's only one service lift, and you couldn't put an 8x4 sheet
2.1 metre length in it, and that was it, wasn't it? Yeah.
At an angle, if it was a couple of foot wide, you could almost get 3 metres in there, but not quite.
Yeah, that was a challenge.
Making everything in small bits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a job.
Yeah, it looks lovely.
Looks fabulous.
I tell you what, it's one thing, I mean, I don't like fitting stuff, especially not hospitality stuff, because you go to fit it, like when we did Guy London, we go to fit the wine rack. There's 20 million people buzzing around the site. It's messy. Everyone's stressed. You're under loads of pressure. I mean, that's why I went up overnight. I just go and do it overnight. And I wouldn't be the only one there. There'd be tilers working all around me and stuff. Yeah. But I don't really enjoy fitting. And
I don't either, to be fair with you.
And for us, it's much better for us that we just make it and send it out. Yeah. But one thing that I miss about when we were fitting is that moment where you've done everything and everything's finished, just, you know, like a restaurant, just before it's open to public. You
just feel your shoulders go down.
Oh, great. Yes. It looks perfect. And that sort of relief.
Well, yeah, I mean, those wine racks did look rather special.
They did,
again, it was right on my street because they were circular. So it's
very complicated.
Yeah. I mean, they look great though.
Yeah.
What a great job.
And that was another one of getting it down taking it in small enough sections to get down the stairs, the loop of stairs, and then fit them in, and to make sure that, because it's like a spiral staircase through the middle, and then a curve all the way around the bottom, which changed every time we went there. A chop and change, bits of plasterboard and stuff. So at one point we were working into a hexagonal shape, and the next thing it was curved, and then I tell you, that's why I don't like fitting, because stresses on site. And fair play to the fitters and stuff that were there; they were pretty good.
Well, I think the way we're going is a better choice anyway. It's just supply only.
Yeah,
it's better for us, but it will fit because we've made it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, we will measure it anyway. Yeah. Well, say it will be 10 times out of 10, not 9 times. We do the site survey, so we know it's going to fit. Yeah. All the time, which is good because our stuff goes all over the world. Yeah. There's a few things we got coming up this year where we're going to have to fly out and still use fitters, but we'll have to fly out there and oversee it all goes in. That's right, yeah. And maybe even fit a couple of bits here and there. And we have fitted bits and bobs. We have, yeah. Look at the other week where we went. little trip down to Saint-Tropez. Oh, yeah. Fitted something. I'll tell you what, but there's not many joineries that people go to
on a Friday afternoon and say, here's a picture of something that I quite like. Can you make it and deliver it and install it in a week's time to Sanctuary Pay?
Yeah.
And that was a complicated TV stand. All that triangular moulding all the way around. It's a very beautiful
very
piece.
Complicated. It really was.
And really technical to make.
With no drawings, just a photograph.
And the specialist ironmongery
that went with it.
Make the door close. The
never
doors
seen
came
before.
down like that. And a lot of things to get over. And then a last minute socket box to cut out exactly where the ironmongery wanted to be. So there's a lot of stuff to get over. But I mean, I was thinking that we were saying about it on the way down.
Yeah.
Who else could you ask? Who else could anyone have a relationship with a joinery like that could ring up and say, here's a picture of something I like.
Yeah.
Can you make it and deliver it next week? Yeah. By the way, it's Sanctuary Pay.
Yeah. We did it, though.
No, we did it. And it was good. I mean, I was pretty tired when we got back there.
Well,
we
literally
drove there, fitted the thing, loaded the van back up, slept and drove back.
Drove back again, yeah. Well, I had a great time because I weren't driving. But
yeah, but we get to see some nice places.
Yeah.
And that was pretty special. As villas go, that was a pretty special one.
That was unbelievable. What a view.
Yeah.
Straight over the Bay of Saint-Tropez. I mean, how privileged is that?
I know. Yeah. So it is good. I think joinery, like we were saying, those moments make everything worth it. You know, all the slog and all the learning that you have to do at the beginning and stuff. When you get to a point where you're traveling all over the world, or even just going in beautiful houses in England and stuff. You know, where we made the table that's like this.
Yeah.
You take it over to
well, I definitely think with the way things have gone with this company, and I'm really proud to be here. I have to miss that one now. That's gone. What was I going to say?
Oh, don't worry.
It's gone.
Well, we come back to it.
Yeah.
But even just like, taking this table over to Y.
Yeah.
And looking at that house is quite something. And it's a privilege to be chosen to do work that's going in places like that.
Yeah.
For me, it's great.
Got it again.
Go on.
It's a real privilege to be here because it's a fitting end to my career. It's like the highlight of my career. It's a really good end to it. Well, not yet.
Not yet?
No, I've got a few years left yet. But it is. It's like almost like a climax to everything I've been building up to. And it's really come to fruition now. Really good.
That's a really nice thing to say.
Yeah, it's really
Rich,
good. I'm really happy. I mean, as I said to you yesterday, I actually can't wait to get to work again. It's total turnaround for me. Total turnaround. Yeah, really is.
Well, that's great.
All new challenges and everything. But
long may it continue.
It will do.
And I mean, we have chats quite a lot about where it's going and what the plans are and stuff. But where do you think it's going? What do you envisage for the future?
Moving into bigger premises, that's for sure.
Because
we're fastly outgrowing everything. So if it's grown like this in 4 years, in another 4 years' time, I think we will possibly be one of the largest about in this area.
Yeah.
Not too large, I hope, because I don't think you need to get too big. Because as long as we can cope with every project, and I said to you, I'd like to have £2 million jobs running concurrently all the time. That's where we want to be. That's the aim I would like to be. By the time I retire, to be managing projects like that, 2 or 3 at a time, rather than loads of little ones. I think that's where the money is these days.
Yeah, and build the team to facilitate that. I
exactly.
guess.
Yeah. It'd just be nice when I retire. I can look back and think, I was a part of that organisation from nothing. It'd be really good. Really proud. Yeah.
And would you consider teaching, do you think? We talked about that before, setting up a school.
Yeah, I think possibly. Yeah.
When you retire?
When I retire, I don't think I ever will, though. That's the problem. I'm too fidgety.
I
don't think I'll ever retire.
I honestly can't see you retiring. Well, I hope you don't, but I can't see it.
I promised you I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I've given you a figure, and that's...
But I can't see it.
It'll still be going on after
I reckon you'd have a month, maybe, because you go on a nice holiday, you'd have a bit of time, chill out, you go on a nice holiday, you come back from that holiday, and then you go,
bored.
Oh, I need to come back to it.
It's bad enough after 3 days.
Yeah, well, I know.
We only do a 4-day week, and it's like, time Monday morning, I'm climbing the walls.
Well, I think Debbie probably works you harder at home than I work here at work.
Yeah. Well, how many 65-year-olds do you know that still ride a Hayabusa? Well, I might add, well. That'll show you.
Well, people can put a name to the face now. They've heard about you on the radio.
Yes.
That man on the motorbike doing excessive speed.
Name and shame. Yes, I was the one. That was me.
Yeah, that is your other passion, isn't it?
Motorcycling, yeah, I've done it since I was 16. Again, my dad was the inspiration again. I used to help him fix Nortons and AJSs and stuff like that in the garage when I was really young, and I just thought one of these days I'll have one of them. And I did. On my 16th birthday, I got a little fizzy. Yes. And away I went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're worth a lot of money.
I know. I was looking at one a little while ago, exactly the same as the one I had, same colour, everything. And it was like 7,500. I paid 195 for mine. brand spanking new, you know. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, how many? I wish you bought a couple of them and put them in a garage. You know, you'd be laughing, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I love my bikes. It's a real stress reliever.
Yeah.
To go out on a ride.
Well, let's see how you feel about that after the weekend. So I know you're taking the busser out for the first time this weekend. Yeah. See if it is a stress reliever. Because I, as you know, I went for a ride the other night. I came in the next day, I could hardly walk.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I haven't ridden it for 11 months now, so I just haven't felt like it. I haven't been well enough with the aches and pains that I get. But yeah, I'm pretty fit now, ready to go. Excellent. So I should be out on this weekend. Look out!
Excellent.
I should be back.
You hear about a man on the radio?
Yes.
Speeding down the motorway on a motorbike.
Again.
You know where to look.
That would be me.
Rich, if you could give 18-year-old Rich one piece of advice, what would it be? Well,
I can't repeat
joinery-based career advice, because I know you could probably offer some other advice, but I don't know if we'll stick to career advice.
What would I ask or tell an 18-year-old? Just stick with it, I think, because obviously it's easy to get despondent when you're that age.
Yeah.
Just stick with it.
Did you have moments where you were despondent then?
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed when I got offered a job as an architect. You think, so what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
But then I just stuck with it. I mean, my mum and dad just said, stick with it, you'll be all right. It's done your father okay. So, and he was right, and it has. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Wouldn't change it for the world. Even though I had the chance to go back in time and take that job, I would still follow the path I've taken. Yeah, it's too rewarding. I have too much fun. Yeah. Especially the banter with the lads and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I do like a bit of banter, as they know. I'm a real compulsive Mickey taker.
Yeah, so,
But it's always in the best of humour.
Exactly.
Never meant offensively, ever. No. Not ever. I never want to offend anyone.
Yeah,
I do like having a laugh
as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, Rich, thanks so much for coming on.
It's been a pleasure.
You better get back to work, mate.
I suppose I ought to, haven't I? Go and earn a few more pennies to buy the next machine.
Yeah. What's the next machine going to be then?
Cool. I think it's probably going to be a new ripsaw.
I like that one, though.
Yeah.
Does us well.
Yeah, it has done us well. Or maybe upgrade the tenner later on.
Anyway, talk for another day. Rich, thanks very much.
No problem at all.
Cheers.